Shall we start, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Good morning, everyone. Pleasant welcome to each one of you gathered online for the fourth day at sponsored 5 days FDP on blockchain at FinTech. To start the events of the day 4 session, I now request Dr. K. Chitra Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of International Business, to welcome the gathering. Please, ma'am.
Thank you. Good morning to one and all persons here, and thank you for joining us at the FDP program. I would like to welcome our respected head of the department, Dr. A. Muthuswamy sir, and it's my pleasure to welcome our department faculty members and research scholars, and I heartily welcome to our respected resource persons, Praveen sir, in this morning session. And I am also welcome our participants in our program. So I am very happy to welcome to all in our FTP program. Onada, I welcome to you all to join this program.
Thank you, madam, for your kind welcome address. Yesterday we had a session on FinTech history and the landscape of FinTech. So I would like to invite Mr. Praveen PS to continue further with his lecture on cryptocurrency and blockchain. Please, sir.
Thank you, Kalidas and Chitra madam.
Thank you, sir.
So I just was wanting to talk about cryptocurrency and blockchain today, and this is pretty exciting. And normally I talk on a title called Opportunities of Cryptocurrencies for Indians. But anyway, I will touch upon that. And if you have any questions on cryptocurrency, just keep it for the middle of the session when I will shift to blockchain. So you can ask the questions at the end of the session. The session will end somewhere around 10:40 because we started a little late, 10:40 to 10:45, and then I will take questions, then move on to the second session on blockchain and its use cases for today's world. And I will also follow the entire program. At the end of this program, you'll have to give me you'll have to go through a test, which is an online test, which I will open up at about 11:20 and close it at about 11:45. So request all of you to take up, and in this feedback, I've added an innovation that this feedback will have feedback also a score, right? Because your feedback matters to us a lot, and every feedback carries a point. So whatever 5 feedbacks you give us is valuable, and I've given points for that as well. So without much ado, I'm going to start today's morning. Welcome all, and there are all 51 people in the room, and hope to see many more faces. Are you able to see my screen? Cryptocurrencies and blockchain in finance, history, mining, and cryptos?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So any important questions you can ping in immediately. Otherwise, can keep it to the end of the class and end of the module, and then we can take on as many questions as possible. We have comfortable time, so let me jump in. So I've trained about 5,000 till last year. This year ending is I think this is the last training program I'm doing. I must have done another 500 to 600 people because of the COVID. It was reduced. Otherwise, normally I had 1,000 people I train. So that's why I call myself a blockchain monk. And I have a network called Blockchain Network, and this shares information of blockchain on our latest dates. And we have a Facebook page called the Blockchain Network, and a group called Blockchain Network, and a Telegram group also has the Blockchain Network. So you all can go and join there and keep updated on blockchain if you are wanting to interest on looking at blockchain as a what you call an interest topic for you. But then I have decided I have got a career where I started somewhere in engineering as a mechanical engineer. For the first 1988 till 2000, I was doing the mechanical engineering work, and that's about 12 years. And after that 20 years, nearly I've done telecom work. And now I decided to get on to blockchain for the remaining part of my productive life, maybe another 15 years. So this is my passion, and I work for a US firm called Transaction Network Services as its country manager. It's a global network for banks and stock exchanges, and it operates out of 60 countries. Okay, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin will do to the banks what email did to the postal industry. This is the definition, and it is already doing that. And email is almost made postal industry as redundant, fax redundant. Fax is completely killed by email, and of course PDF can be called as a fax killer, but then email is a transport of PDFs. So like that, Bitcoin is supposed to completely finish the banks. So we'll talk about more on that. So cryptocurrency world is a very young industry, and started sometime about 2008, but it's pretty exciting. Okay, and I will talk about the plus and the minus as well, and there are a lot of interesting things and opportunities for all of us. Let's get started. So in today's agenda, we'll talk about what is cryptocurrency and what is Bitcoin, what are the altcoins, what is the value and volatility in the Bitcoin and blockchain market, Bitcoin and currency market, cryptocurrency market, what's the opportunity, and what are the mining and what is mining and what are the mining types, ways to handle cryptocurrency, and I'll touch upon the legality of crypto in this country. India is yet to go legal on that, but then there's halfway through. Then very important to touch on crypto frauds. At least some of you must have been touched on high return investments, and they are taking name of blockchain and the various cryptocurrency. I'll talk about that for a few minutes. And then we'll have a logical break and a quick Q&A. Then we'll go on to the one side of the coin is cryptocurrency, the other side of the coin is blockchain technology. And we'll talk about the fundamentals. Though you have already done a lot of blockchain, but then I'll still revisit it because it will cement your views on blockchain technology. Then also we'll see live blockchain, and blockchain in stock markets will be one use case. Certification of degree certificates on blockchain. We can see a demo on a live demo which we issued blockchain based certificates, and then we can also see what supply chain impact are there in blockchain. And then I'll stop at about 11:15, probably 11:15. That's the estimated time. Then take feedback, and there are Google forms which I'll issue at about 11:20, and then close it at about 11:15. If this is okay, let me know. Otherwise, leave a chat. We'll take it up things. So always, whenever we talk about cryptocurrency, it is very difficult to start without Satoshi Nakamoto. This is a nickname or a pen name or a name of a fictitious person who wrote a white paper in 2008. And during the period of the global financial crisis, this guy released a paper. And the paper dealt with a very highly mathematical concept, and I urge all of you to go and see the Bitcoin white paper. This will be of food for thought for all of the computer engineering people, because it talks about a lot of cryptocurrency concepts, and then it talks about how cryptocurrency is going to replace the fiat. Fiat is the normal currency like rupees, dollars, pound sterling, and how powerful it is, and how it is anti-inflationary, and very important to understand what is inflation, but then I'll talk about it in the next slide. But then the man behind the Bitcoin white paper is a pen name called Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto is the pen name. Nobody knows who is Satoshi Nakamoto. But then over a period of research and analysis and understanding, some of us come to know who is the real Satoshi Nakamoto and his real name and what he looks like. So that will happen in the next couple of slides. I'll explain it to you. Normally people will not talk about that, but then I thought it will be worthwhile talking about who is the real Satoshi Nakamoto who wrote the white paper. If you see Google, then immediately this picture will come up. And this picture is not Satoshi Nakamoto. This is a Dorian Nakamoto. But then he is a US citizen and he works for some chemical research in California. But then everybody keeps putting this picture. And Dorian Nakamoto himself has told that I am not Satoshi Nakamoto. He has nothing to do with that particular thing. And very important to know is that the real Satoshi Nakamoto is holding Bitcoins to the extent of about 1 million Bitcoins in hand. And just imagine if the real person's face is known and he's having 1 million Bitcoins at the rate of about $20,000 today. Unbelievable numbers if you have to calculate in your mind. And this is a very crazy number an individual should own. It's almost like a country's GDP. Definitely the founder allocated himself a set of Bitcoin because he founded the new technology, and that has happened in the Genesis block, which is the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain. And he allocated himself, that's what they say, about 1 million Bitcoins to himself as a gift to himself. And but then the time when he installed the Bitcoin and he propagated it in 2008 and 2009, it was about 12 cents. That is 12 cents is US dollar cents, and today's value it might be about 7 rupees. But today, after its awareness in the market, this particular currency has gone from a range of $50 to $20,000, somewhere around $17,000, $18,000 today. And this is very interesting that Satoshi Nakamoto owns about 1 million Bitcoins at this moment. So to cut a brief, who is real Satoshi Nakamoto? There's a lot of story around, but then this guy, Adam Back, is a computer scientist and a PhD in computer science. And he invented something called hash cash way back in 1990s. And then he says he's one of the 2 people who got the mail from Satoshi. This is about $19 billion he might be owning. Must be more also, must be about $50 billion. This calculation is about 1 or 2 years old. So this is Adam Back, and he's currently living in, not in UK, but then he's living in, I think he's living in somewhere in Cyprus. He owns a company called Blockstream. This is about the founder, but then still the question continues whether he is the real Satoshi or not. But then he comes in and comes out time and again talking about what blockchain or Bitcoin should be. So I'm sure this is Satoshi Nakamoto. So going to cryptocurrency and a Bitcoin, it was created back in 2008, as I told you earlier, and it has gone through a lot of criticism and growth, and many people have been telling that it is a stupid currency, that stupids only believe in it. But then today's value is $17,000 for no reason. But then I believe that it's a future electronic currency. The difference between this digital currency and the normal currency we have, that this currency is limited to 21 million coins only. So to the question of limited currency, the beauty is that when you have limited currency, the inflation will not happen. Whereas the Indian rupee in 1900 was 12 rupees to a dollar, and today it is 75 rupees to a dollar. That means you can understand that this has deflated, that is, the inflation has gone up because they have continuously started printing money and supplying it to the market again and again. And so the value has gone down, and it has gone down almost like 12 into 70 times. That is almost like 10 times, 700 times, approximately 700 to 800 times is what the inflation of the rupee happened from 1900 to 2020. Another analysis, another view about the inflation. If the corruption did not happen in India from 1947, we all would have drawn 10 times the salary, whatever we are drawing now. So again, the inflation and the corruption drive the value of the rupee downwards. So that's very important to understand that printing more currency is not the solution in the market. And everybody, today's world wants free power, free electricity, they want loan waivers. All this come from printing additional money. The government has no way, it just goes and prints more money and issues all this, whatever you call freebies, free telecom, free laptops, free cycles. All these are inflationary in position, whereas a Bitcoin is deflationary because it supplies only 21 million coins only. So that's again, once the Bitcoin was formed, there were some competitors. As usual, whenever something successful happens, something else also happens, that competition starts. There are some other coins, almost like 5,000 of them, out of which Ethereum, Ripple, and there are 5,000 of them, and they are called altcoins. So Bitcoin and then altcoins. Anything other than Bitcoin is altcoins, and Bitcoin is a big daddy of the cryptocurrency, and altcoins is the other side. And Bitcoin holds the majority of the share. Currently, it must be about 50% of the 60% of the market share, whereas altcoins hold the remaining 40%. About 250 to 300 billion dollars is the total cryptocurrency volume in the world. If you see coinmarketcap.com, coinmarketcap.com, you can go and see the thing on cryptocurrency market value today. Again, cryptocurrency is not a physical currency, and it is a virtual, or it's an internet-based currency, and so it has a wallet on the net, and it has a private key and like a mail password, and public key like an email address. So the public key is what you share Suppose I want to send money to some of you, so you can share your public key with me. I'll send my currency by using the private key and giving you the share, say about $10 each to 10 of you. So $100 to be given. When I apply my private key, my wallet will open and issue that $100 to you guys. And then it goes into your public key. And once you put your private key, you can use that for various services. You can buy online services. There are a lot of things which are happening dynamically. The time when I started blockchain Bitcoin about 2016, early 2016, but then today American companies, investment companies, and everybody online are accepting Bitcoin and other altcoins as a currency to pay things. PayPal has also introduced Bitcoin as its currency in its wallets. So when it comes to wallets, you have a variety of wallets. They are called hardware wallets, and there's called Ledger, Nano, Trezor, and Cobalt wallets. And these are also called cold wallets. And because online your things are likely to be stolen, so people put this currency into this ledger. Large amounts are put into this ledger. Or this hardware wallets or a cold wallets, and remove that and keep it. And they basically, I have one of them, and 1 second. Yeah, it's here. So one of them, and if you see this, it's like this, a pen drive. And are you able to see? Hello? Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see.
I'm getting into the.
Yes, sir. We could be able to see you.
It's a pen drive kind of thing, but it is smart because.
No, sir. PPT only visible.
Hello. So this thing, you shove it into your PC or laptop, and then you use. Mr. Sundar, can you mute, please?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sundar, can you mute? So once you shove it in, you need to enter a 24 digit word phrase. Actually, it's a catch actually, and if you miss this, then the lock is gone. So this is the critical part. And this lock, once you enter into your PC, and these 24 words which are displayed in this are entered on the key. And once you confirm that, then it says that it's you. And then the ledger wallet opens. It's a cold wallet. And then the money goes into that. And after that, you undock the ledger wallet and then keep it safely. From then onwards, your currencies are not online. Your currency is on the Ledger Nano, and you can be sure that nobody can steal it. So this is the hardware wallet. This costs about 10,000 rupees in Indian currency. But then people have come out with desktop wallets, then mobile wallets. I have something called blockchain.com wallet. That's also fairly good. Then you can also have web wallets called MyEther wallet and MetaMask. These hang around in your browser, and there's something called paper wallet, and that's the safest. But why it is safest, I'll explain later. But then this is very important to note that you have a range of wallets to manage. And normally people manage small change in this MyEther wallet or the mobile wallet, and they keep the major money on a desktop and switch it off. Once you put the desktop wallet and switch it off, nobody can touch it. Or you put it on a mobile and switch it off. So again, the mobile is, once the mobile is not accessed, it becomes a cold wallet, as like the hardware wallet. So this is a very interesting idea. You can do emulate a hardware wallet by making Indian rope tricks, or a trick where you use old mobile and recharge it and keep it on and on, and switch it off or switch off its Wi-Fi. So there are web wallets which is high risk, because anybody can log in and hack your account, or your PC may crash or a mobile may crash. So they have an issue, but then a hardware wallet does not have that kind of issue. But then in hardware wallet, we need to have very important is the 24 phrases, 24 words you need to make the phrase, and that's very important. But of all this high tech, paper is the safest. I'll tell you why. So this is the paper wallet, and what you do is that once you buy Bitcoin, you print the paper wallet like this, and you keep it off outside and delete it from your PC or any medium. So once you do this paper wallet is the most secure thing, and you can keep it in your locker and kind of things, and you can come back to the thing and scan the QR code, load and verify, and then when you want to spend the right side QR code, you can use the private key. And this is a pretty user-friendly way of using paper wallet, and this is the very famous way of storing large currencies. I think Satoshi must be holding money like this in multiple QR codes kept in multiple safe lockers or Swiss bank lockers. So this is very important to understand. The Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency wallet scenario is pretty what you call high tech, and by the time people should understand this, it's not easy for a normal non-technical person. So let's see if we can see a live session of what you call. Let me click this. So I'll just. Are you able to see my screen? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are. Yes, sir.
Visualization. Hello.
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
PPT only visible.
Now.
Yeah, we can see the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, if you see the Bitcoin transactions as it happens now, every 10 minutes one block is made, and the Bitcoin transactions happen. Lucky, now one block has happened, it'll drop now. Ta-da! 661284 block is dropped, and these pink small balls are small transactions, and this green are large transactions. And if you want to know more about it, if you see here, the largest transaction is $1,625,000 is a large transaction, is 85 Bitcoins. And smallest transaction is 0.29526 thing. And just imagine 85 Bitcoins are $1 billion and $1 million. And Satoshi has 1 million Bitcoins. So can you imagine how many he would have? So it's a huge number. So this visualization, are you able to see this block, please? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
No.
No, sir, we can't see.
No, sir. Why now? What we have? Yes, only now.
Yeah, now we can see.
Yes.
My God, this big block fell now. This block is what this transaction, this green B is a huge transaction, and 661284 is the block which happened about few minutes ago when we logged in, and then next 10 minutes all these transactions will group and they'll make one block. I'll talk about it shortly, how the blocks are made and what are the technologies behind the block. This is the beauty. Oh my god. Oh, huge. That's a huge transaction. That means that fellow who did 38 million transactions just now, this white one. I've not seen in the last 5 years this white one, and he's done 2,000 Bitcoin transaction, and 38 million transaction has just happened as we speak. This is historic actually, and this is live. You can also go and see whenever you want. It's available in the presentation, which I'll share with you guys at the end of this thing. Let me go back to my presentation, or another way to see the block transaction. Let me do this. So if you see, so the transactions are happening and they're just dropping in, and each block is made. And if you see that we just saw 661280, and the blocks are getting formed and then they get submitted. So it takes half an hour for the block to get submitted, and this is the Genesis block where Satoshi did the first block, and these are the new blocks which are getting made. This is another view of blockchain. Are you seeing the chain flag page?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Then again, I just wanted to you to see the transactions by value. Let's do this. My sharing went off, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
One second. Yeah, in this Bitcoin, this way you see, you will see the Bitcoin transactions. So whenever you just go and click here, and you can open the transaction and see. So you can know how many transactions and what is the size of each transaction. And so this is another view. So what I will do is that I'll leave you to explore and be seeing the live Bitcoin transactions in your leisure. Let me go back to my presentation. But somehow I'm liking this Google thing, it's good. It's good. I otherwise recommended to Mr. Muthuswamy that I should do Zoom. But then from these links, you can do a lot of exploration in your leisure. So, are you seeing my presentation? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So the opportunities are these. Some of my earlier speakers would have told you that international cross-border transactions, there are no need for permission from any RBI or any bank, low transaction fees. You can keep your privacy. If you see those transactions, you don't know who did what transactions. And built-in scarcity, 21 million only, as I told you earlier. No inflation, devaluation of currency is not there. Investment choice like gold, diamond, and platinum. Now Bitcoin has become one of the investment choice. And so again, to view, yesterday I took the snapshot of the market, and you will find that the Bitcoin went at 2017 December at $20,000 to a Bitcoin, and then it sank straight down to about 3,500, 3,600 in 2018, 2019. and then it went up to 10,000, 10,500. Then again it dropped to about 5,000. Again it went up. Again it dropped. Again it went up. Now it has gone to about $17,000. So $19,000 as yesterday. But then what I want to tell you is that when I say it's an investment, yeah, it's an investment. But note that every investment has its own risk, and it's a pretty high risk investment. Say, for example, you invested here, then it went off to 20,000. That means your $1,000 became 20,000. It becomes 20x. But then when you invested at 20x, then it became minus. It becomes what you call minus 6x when it came to this. And for an ordinary person, minus 6x is a horrible thing to understand, and he'll go mad. And then it goes again when you invest at this place, or you invested at 20,000 and it came here and it made 10,000, still you are minus 50%. And then again it fell by 5,000, then it's 20,000 till here, then you're 3x down. So this is a high risk investment. You need to keep money here for which you are ready to lose. Do you understand? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we got it.
So you should put money here for the money you want to just forget. That means you understand that you will be losing it. So it's a pretty high risk and high investment, high risk, high return thing. And so it's available for all of us, including me, you, and everybody. And I hold some amount of not the Bitcoin, but some amount of the altcoins, and they went to about 10x when I invested into that in month of March, April. And so very important to note, when you get 10x, you also can go 10x downwards. So that's the very important thing of Bitcoin. And anybody who tells it's high return, please understand high return is also high risk. So what's the time? 10:42. Oh, we lost time. So I'm going to go very fast, okay? And mining of Bitcoins is again a very important thing. And in mining, we have CPU mining, which is very old, and what you see here. And GPU mining was next generation, and FPGA mining was next generation, and ASIC mining is the latest. And ASIC mining is extremely robust, air conditioned and fans driven thing. And then once you don't want to own a ASIC mining hardware, you can go for mining pools called cloud mining, and then you can also use pool mining. So this is a thing which I would like to share with you. The Antminer S5, S7, S9, these are all high power consumption, 590 watts per hour, 1293 watts per hour, 1375 watts per hour. It's a power intensive game, and its hash rate or the speed is 1.1 terahash, 4.73 and 12.93 terahashes. As a computer engineer, you should be knowing all these speeds, and it really a power consuming thing, and the price is about $199 for here and $2,000 for here. But then these are our early generation devices, FPGA kind of devices. And then the new devices which have come is Antminer S9 and Antminer R4. They're very huge hash power and a huge price as well, 8.6 terahashes, and they come with their cooling, and then you also have to have air conditioner on that. So these are the latest S19, 110 terahash per second, 86 terahash per second, and these are viable when your power consumption is about 4 rupees per unit, and in India is about 10 units, 10 rupees per unit. It's worthless to do mining in India. Normally, wherever the power in the world, you should use this mining equipment. connect straight power and Ethernet into this. Normally 10 gig Ethernet line is connected, internet is connected, and once you connect, it starts mining. You don't need to do anything. You set your wallet into it. That's one-time setting, and it starts earning money for you. So this is the hardware mining, and not viable in India, but then it's viable in cold countries like Iceland, Alaska, where the external temperature is minus 10 to minus 40. So you don't need an air conditioner for this. We understand some of the housewives in what you call Iceland are owning 1 or 2 devices in the kitchen. So it's as cheap there. But in India, it's a very warm climate. You're not able to cool it, and the cooling power also is a consumption. So it's not viable in India. So again, a mining pool concept, the cloud mining. Some people put the mining hardware on the cloud, and then you can participate, and then you can participate fractionally. You don't need to put $3,000. You can just put $1,000 or even $500 or even $100, depending on the mining pool. So the mining pools are China with 81%, Czechoslovakia 10%, Iceland 2%, and so on and so forth. And the important links, the Binance crypto exchange is one exchange, and you can have mining pools here. And I've spoken on this topic extensively, and there's a YouTube link here as well. So there is, again, as I told you, exposure to Bitcoin specific scams, black market reputation and usefulness. There's a high price volatility, no chargebacks or refunds. Suppose you make a mistake, normally people lose the funds, and you should have secure private keys. So these are the risks and challenges of a cryptocurrency. Again, I don't want to miss out on this. There are a lot of Bitcoin frauds floating around in entire country, and there's a big story, but then if I have time at the end of the program, I'll talk about that. And there are a lot of Bitcoin scams. Please be aware. Any returns beyond, see this returns 85% return, and only $100 account. So this is scam actually. It's they'll collect money, they never give back the money. Okay, and it's a crazy world out there. Be careful. You lose all the money you have, because once he shuts down this website, you have nowhere to go. So that's very important to understand. So again, legality in India is not legal to hold cryptocurrency as per RBI, not illegal because the Supreme Court said so, and the Supreme Court asked RBI to announce the cryptocurrency by March 25th, and the corona happened, and the RBI is sleeping now. So it's supposed to issue a cryptocurrency law, and we are in December 2020, but then they're still not done that. But then the Supreme Court is holding RBI accountable to release this cryptocurrency. So we will have massive number of cryptocurrencies already in the country. And what I suggest is to educate yourself for about 6 months, and do not chase 100% returns in the international websites. Go by Government of India guidelines. And there are a couple of websites, I'm not marketing them, but then ZebPay, WazirX are good exchanges. WazirX is now currently a stakeholder of Binance, the world's largest exchange, crypto exchange. Use hardware wallets or paper wallets to secure a Bitcoin. Do regular follow-ups of your wallets and exchange. Keep looking for training on Bitcoin and blockchain. And that's where I end this particular session. I open for questions. Next 5 minutes.
So, as per RBI guidelines, we are not supposed to hold the cryptocurrencies, but Supreme Court tells you're telling that there is no illegality. So, how can we deal with such a situation, whether to invest or not?
Yeah, you can invest. Gagana?
Sir.
Gagana,
Yes,
yes, you can invest. And RBI has told to Supreme Court that it is not illegal, provided you provide KYC to the bank. So to these websites, when you do, first they will ask you to do the KYC. And once you do the KYC, you can start buying currency. And government will come to know. Government wants to know what you're doing, so you will come. They will come to know that you're buying cryptocurrency. What's that? Any questions?
So one more question I have. Can I
Yeah.
proceed? So when it comes to the stock market itself, it has taken 20 years to adapt, and now people are ready to invest in stock market slightly. When it comes to cryptocurrency, what is a view from your point to the country like India, where we are having the low per capita income till now?
Are you a teaching staff?
No, sir, I am a research scholar.
And why I'm asking that question is not to offend you, and I can only tell you my life experience. Started this journey in 2016. At that time, Bitcoin was $600, and I had enough money to buy at least one Bitcoin. Okay, and at that time, Ethereum, which you see in the list, is about $400 now. It was about $10. So I should have bought it, but I didn't buy it like you. And now Ethereum is 400. At the peak, Ethereum went to $1,300 for one Ethereum. Now the question is that per capita income, and what about the ordinary Aam Aadmi, and what about the rich, the poor person on the ground? And nothing to discuss in this forum, right? Practically everybody has disposable income of almost like uh, 1 lakh minimum up to 5 lakhs disposable income in everybody's hand now. Even Gagana, you can pick up at least 1 lakh from your father or mother easily. Okay. And I'm not saying this is an investment advice. I'm not an investment advisor. But what I am saying is, it's up to you. This is a very fantastic question to talk about. You know, what about per capita income is very low? What to do about it? Yeah, you can think about it next 20 years. But then the Bitcoin price will go off to $100,000. It's up to you. Up to us. Anybody can take any call.
So why I raise that question? Because inequality is already existing in India, and it may rise in future too. That was my concern, and that's why I just posted that question.
No, actually, your question is like an economic student and not a computer science student, number one. Number two is that inequality is existing for the people of ignorance. Today, knowledge is power, and that's why we are all here to understand what is the technologies and what are the opportunities of each technology. But if you see that there are people that they talk about other human beings and miss out their goals, and they miss out about their own ways of action. What if you didn't take any action today and Bitcoin went off to $50,000 next year?
I'll be the loser.
The same question of inequality will exist in 2021, it will exist in 2050, and it will exist in 2100. But who is to blame? The person like Gagana who came to know and he talked about inequality and didn't buy the currency. This is your opportunity loss, that's all. See, what I am saying is I am not trying to sell anything here, okay? And I am not advising anything here. I am saying to myself, had I bought $10 at that time, the dollar value was about 40 or 50 rupees, and it was 500 rupees, and I had 5 lakhs easily. And 5 lakhs, not 5 lakhs, I had 50,000 easily. I would have bought 1,000 Ethereum and I would have become a millionaire by the time. So this is what is the opportunity loss I had. This is what I can tell you. Any other question?
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experience.
Good question, good question. And I have a question on the chat. 1 second. can there be volatility? Unlike the stock market, how can we make profit and sustain the market? Prithviraj. Okay, very small, quick question. Answer is that if you hold and sit tight on a long term, you will be always the winner. Like Warren Buffett. You're all management graduates, so you will understand that systematic investment planning is the best option, and buy and sit tight, and systematic investment on a monthly basis is a good idea. And all these things you management graduates or you management professors, we should always know. So this is a very important thing to understand. Any other question?
Sir, what about the taxes on this one if I want to buy or sell? Like, let's take an example of this one Bitcoin. Let me complete the question.
Yeah.
Sir, it's one Bitcoin is 14 lakhs. Okay, 14 lakhs 2,000 right now.
Yeah,
so if I would like to take that one, so how much of tax I have to pay to the government? And also when I'm selling, how much of tax it will be?
So when you buy, there is no tax. Okay. When you buy, there is no tax. Okay. And during the what you call financial year, if you sell, you will attract capital gains tax.
Yes.
And then your income tax anyway.
Okay. So what about the commission and other things? Is there any commission or anything?
Yeah, that you don't worry. See, that commission structure, yeah, there is a commission structure, but then it's a pretty in crypto, no, the transaction cost is very low.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
For example, this this transaction which we saw this morning, the Bitcoin transaction, this is almost like some, how much was it? It is about 2,000 Bitcoins, and 2,000 Bitcoins is about $30 million or $37 million or something like that. The transaction must be max, I'm telling you, might be about say about $1,000 or something like that. That's all. That's all.
Okay, sir.
Let me carry on with my presentation on blockchain, because that's very important for all of us to understand the other side of the coin. Okay. And at the end of the program, I'll take questions when you are doing your tests. So the blockchain is, as a definition, blockchain is a decentralized, open, cryptographic nature, allows people to trust each other and transact peer-to-peer, making the need for intermediaries obsolete. So this is very important. I've marked it in colors. Blockchain is decentralized. You would have seen all week when every speaker would have come and spoken. It's open and it is having a cryptographic nature. I'll talk about it. Allows people to trust each other and transact peer-to-peer. This a P2P transaction is allowed here. You can do a lot of P2P transactions. As I told you, I can shift Bitcoins from my wallet to your wallet without any intermediaries like banks, central banks, and exchanges. And it removes these banks and central banks intermediaries or the agencies in between, and hence the transaction costs are very low. So when you see a block, you saw that block there, and the transactions are packed into a block and sealed forever, and it's hashed by SHA-256 algorithm, and once it's locked, it's never removed. So you might have heard about, you know, read, write, store, and edit. So in this case, read, write, and store only exists, and there is no edit. So that's the advantage of a blockchain, and that's the beauty of a blockchain. You can only write once, and then that's about it. You can only read forever after that. So there is no changes in a blockchain. So it's SHA-256, and it is locked between each block, and the previous block's number is locked into the next block. So it's one block is connected to another block called blockchain, and you can see the blockchain transactions on btc.com. And Decentralized for computer professionals like you, the current legacy network is a hub and spoke technology, and it is a single point of failure. And whereas the blockchain technology is a multi-node process, there is no single point of failure. Even 90% of this, leaving the all other 6 fail, the network will continue to serve. Whereas the centralized system, the legacy system, the hub fails, everything will fail. So that's the beauty of a blockchain. It is a distributed ledger technology, and I welcome you to the distributed peer-to-peer technology called blockchain. So in blockchain, you would have seen this structure. It is distributed, it is immutable, you cannot edit and write, it is time-stamped, it is anonymous. For some time, public ledgers are anonymous. Unanimous, that is everybody agrees on that, but anonymous in public ledger. In private ledger, you can make it transparent, and it is secure, it's programmable. You must have heard about smart contracts. There are a lot of smart contracts which are written, and the key work to be done in smart contracts are most of the hacks on a blockchain has happened on the smart contracts weakness. So as an enterprise organization with doing research, you should look at smart contract certification as one of the evaluation, smart contract testing as you can start a smart contract testing bench in the university. That's a very, very gainful exercise. So again, types of blockchain, you would have heard about it. Private blockchain, public blockchain. Bitcoin is a public blockchain. Private blockchains are your hyperledger. You would have heard many times during the week. And there are hybrid, which are private and what you call private, as well as public blockchain. And you also have consortium blockchains, like automobile companies will have a common blockchain. Competitors all sit in one blockchain called consortium blockchains. So what are the use cases? You would have heard all weeks, but then you can use issue digital currency, you can do record keeping, you can do securities, you can do smart contracts on blockchain. And this is an overview of what are the presentation, and we are this is the initial presentation of PricewaterhouseCoopers, but then things have gone beyond this to IoT and peer-to-peer and machine-to-machine transactions on this digital currency. And something which is not listed here is tokenization, which is also again a variant of what you call blockchain. So I've added some more, and quickly I will want to show you Ethereum blockchain. And Ethereum blockchain looks like this. As we speak, the Ethereum blockchain is this, and you'll know the number of transactions in this Ethereum blockchain is 15136, and then the Ethereum value is 2373. And this blocks are formed on every 3 seconds once. So this is a pretty high volume transaction. Most of the financial transactions sit on the Ethereum. So if you see this red one, it's a rejected one, and it is the green one, which is the same block number. It has been rejected, and the new one has been formed. So you can talk the whole day on blockchain technology. So I just was wanting to show you Ethereum as a flavor of the blockchain. I missed out my presentation. Okay, let me make presentation again. Tab. Share. So there are so many things you can see here. Then again, blockchain exchange traded funds. And these are exchange traded funds which are blockchain technology driven, and these are listed in the New York Stock Exchange, and they in turn hold IBM, Amazon, and SAP as a blockchain ETF. And there's another blockchain ETF called BLCN, and it holds exchanges, holdings, and mobile payments, and so on and so forth. Again, this expense ratios are very less, and performance is 11% on year. Annual dividend is 1.7%, and 3-month average volume is this. asset under management is $55 million. And so again, Amplify is another thing. It's a mid-cap ETF. And then again, it holds GMO, Japanese-based company, Digital Garage, and Intercontinental. It is also holding Intercontinental Stock Exchange as a thing, and its again performance is very good, 6.3%. Very powerful ETF, and again, First Trust is another large cap ETF. Is again holding Nvidia, the one who makes chips, PayPal, and Advanced again chip maker. So it's again hybrid. It's a financial as well as two chips in that. So it's again very interesting. So again, certification also can be done. You can hold college certificates as well as land records. It removes forgery. What's the time? 11:05. Okay, we have enough time. I will give you a demo of a live certificate we issued sometime back in the month of April, May. You can reduce the forged degrees, you can withdraw. There's a long delay in high cost of verification. 63% of enterprises never verified their employee certificates. So this is, you can also have an audit trail of every certificate. We can recall a certificate, we can renew a certificate, which is not possible in the current issue of certificates, which is a paper-based certificate. And though the DigiLock system, which says you can store certificates, but you cannot withdraw the certificates, you don't have audit trail of certificates. So this again, land registry also you can do online, and a buyer can send a certificate to the seller, can send a certificate instantaneously. He'll refer to the public ledger, and he can simply verify the veracity of the owner of the certificate, and hence the fraud of duplicate certificates can be avoided. And this again certificate credentials, how a person goes to a work and then he presents a certificate, and instantaneously it goes to the cloud-based blockchain platform, and then he instantaneously gets verification and it starts working. So this happens instantaneously in a matter of a day. And then when somebody is making an application on online job, he sends it to that, it gets verified on the cloud on a blockchain, and instantaneously you can issue the, after finishing the tests, you can issue the appointment letter. So this is how it makes life simpler using blockchain. It's already implemented in India, and I'll show you one of them. And it reduces cost of verification, saves time, and provides lifelong storage and certificate from your physical certificates have mutation, breaking, loss, and all that. And then it removes the central party out of the thing, which is the issuer or the university. And it is a quality assurance to authentication of the certificates. And typical industrial certificates also can be issued. ISO 9000, material quality, product quality, skill certification and renewal. Sometimes CAs and CFAs are issued. Pollution certificates, boiler inspections can also be done. So cost of certificates, the blockchain as a service, is a platform as a service. It's not a capital expenditure. The cost may be about 300 rupees per certificate for lifelong verification. It's cloud-based, and it is a very nice setup. So again, another thing in supply chain also, when you see supply chain, documents are shared thousands of times for a given commodity exported or change. So when you put a blockchain, it's a single time upload, and everybody can see the blockchain, that the transactions and the data is always on the network, and they don't need to exchange documents again and again and again. So the blockchain is live all the time, and it's able to share the data to all the stakeholders and customs authorities everywhere, and it also keeps updating all the stakeholders. So real-time updating, smart contracts which will deliver the updations for the customer, the warehouses, and alerts. And that's where I end. And then what I will do is that I'll quickly do a demo of a blockchain-based certificates we issued some time back. Let me do that. Certification. Collaboration, NGR University. master class. Yep. So I'm not sure that this Google will allow me to show, but then I'll try. Okay, and let me go back to presentation, stop presenting, and then let me do this. Share my screen, okay, and then I will go to my. Are you able to see my Excel sheet?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We should be able to see you, sir.
So there are so many people, 28 people who were issued, and just say Vishal Kashyap. Okay, Vishal Kashyap was issued a certificate by, and we sent it to email address so and so, and the certificate is here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to first the certificate. Is it available on the net is what is the checking. Okay, you already received a PDF, and so this link will be in the PDF. So let's go and see the link, how it figures out. And I'm going to cut and paste here. And so we are interacting with the blockchain, and the blockchain says certificate found. This is Vishal Kashyap, and July 20th I issued at 8:51. Okay, so the certificate has been verified. Okay, now I should find out whether this name was printed in the certificate as issued by us. Okay, I'm going back to the Excel sheet again, and there's another column here, and this is an Excel sheet which will generate the PDF for me online. So let me go and find out this again. So let me stick it here. Just taking time. Okay, we get the certificate, and certificate is here, and certificate of accomplishment. The name has been verified. The blockchain business masterclass has been verified. Now we have one more set of verification, one more type of verification we can do, which is in the hand. Okay, you are in the hand, you are having it in the hand, and now any one of you, can you do the QR code scan, please? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, doing it. We are checking the QR.
So what did you get?
We got the previous link what you showed, sir.
Yeah. So this is the beauty of such a issue, and it is a stone clad, and it is, I have issued 28 certificates. Okay, nobody can issue 29 certificate. Nobody can issue 29th certificate, period. That's all. This is a strength of blockchain technology. Okay, so this is the beauty, and this is the beauty of blockchain technology. I was wanting to demonstrate to you guys that the beauty of blockchain is in our hands. We are here to, we take the responsibility to implement it. So I suggest that all of you can use blockchain today itself, and blockchain is not a future study or a future thing. It has already come here and it will be all around you very soon. So with that, I leave the podium for question and answers. At the dot, we finished exactly at the time we should have done. And what I suggest is that I can leave it for question and answers, and I will, or your feedback session. Misalu?
Yes,
Kalidas, you can
yes,
do
sir.
the feedback session, and then I will release the question and answers in another 5 minutes time. Somebody is knocking the door. But please stop your feedback session.
Yes, we request participants to ask the doubts or question. Yes or no. Participants.
Questions and
Participants.
answers. Question and answers.
We request participants to ask the question either directly in chat box.
Good evening, sir. This is Nagarajan. Sir, this is Nagarajan from Adappa University. Sir,
Yeah.
In line with the certificates that you have shown regarding the 28 numbers,
Yeah.
you said that it is impossible to give the 29th certificate, which means reverse encryption is not at all possible.
Yeah, just for example, you went to the photocopy shop and you removed the name and put your name, okay?
Okay.
And then
No.
you went and submitted to some place. Then what will happen?
No. Now, the question that I am asking is different. You mean to say that till date, reverse encryption is not available or not possible?
Yeah.
Like,
They are saying supercomputers will do the job, but then that has not happened.
okay. So, is it only safer to say that that option is available till date, and there is a possibility that reverse encryption might happen by tomorrow? You can say that I may be pessimistic, but we cannot rule out the possibility, right?
Nagarajan, the beauty of it is that in every session I have one person like this asking such a question which is hypothetical in nature, but then I will answer that question is that today it is SHA 256, tomorrow I will change it to SHA 512 or SHA 1024, okay, and supercomputing cannot do it, okay. So please understand that we also have weapons in our hand to safeguard and protect the certificates of our issue.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Sir, it's Raghu, sir. I have one question.
Yeah.
Not question actually. I need your opinion, sir. What's your opinion on these cryptocurrencies? Why the government bodies and policies makers are reluctant to adapt, sir? Maybe because these cryptocurrencies are used in black market, dark web, and all. Is that the reason, or there are some other reason also for that?
See,
That governments and
the RBI question was that it should not miss out on taxes. That was a very important part. Okay, and also there is a that is why what happened is now everybody is doing KYC and they're going through their bank. So the tax part has been covered. I'm not sure this dark web business. See, I have 79 people here, and all of us have a choice to go and take drugs. All of us have a choice to go and do smuggling. All of us have a choice and go to do all the dirty things in the world. But we have chosen to be here, right? So it's your choice to be in the dark web or not. So people go by their choice. So I cannot answer for choices. But then we already have enough choices to take the wrong side of law or wrong side of life. That's everybody else's choice. I cannot answer that, right?
Yes, sir. But the government, sir, what do you think? Why the government is reluctant to implement this?
No, I don't think. See, the government has already implemented, but then it is not wanting to announce, because if they announce, everybody, 1.2 billion people will start going buying currency, and their currency will go outdated. That's why they are worried. That's why they are not announcing publicly.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thanks so much.
See, what if a situation is that most of the people are transacting with each other and transacting with Amazon, transacting with everything else in cryptocurrency, the rupee will fall like hell. So they don't want to do that.
Sir, how we can implement the blockchain, the whole blockchain?
Yeah, I think what I'm saying is that your program, this Atal program, is a starter or a spark in your mind that this is a mind-boggling technology, and you should spend your quality time. Pradeep, are you a scholar or a professor?
Sir, PG student.
You're a PG student. So seriously consider doing a project on blockchain. Okay, you can connect with me. I have left my contacts. I will give you advice on what are the blockchain projects which you can do and make money.
Okay, sir.
So I think I've got a question in the thing. Sir, due to network issues, I'm going out and coming in the meeting again and again. Please consider mark attendance. Suman Matang. That's an administrative issue, not mine. Okay, I'm going to release the release the test questions, and please answer the questions till 11:45. So 1 second. Yesterday, people answered the question till 9 p.m. in the night. So I've learned a lesson. So I don't want you to hack me. So just 1 second. So what I did is that I wanted to take a question copy, and then I forgot to close the thing, and then people went on answering the question, and I had about 70 attendees at the top, and then I got 85 replies late evening. But then I don't want to do that today. So by 11:45, I will close these forms. Okay, and it has a 5 points of feedback, which I will share with your team and Professor Muthuswamy. So as you fill the form, I will be available for questions. So till another 5 minutes before they give you vote of thanks, I will take questions. I would recommend strongly to Alagappa University to start a center of excellence, and the center of excellence on blockchain, because the blockchain, this is a good starting, and you can create IPR, and because you guys, I understand you're doing international trade and other things, you can do cross-border technologies as a homegrown blockchain technology. You can explore research and development in cryptocurrencies and tokenization, which I have not talked about much. Tokenization is another topic for another day. It can take almost like 2 hours to talk about what is tokenization and its impact to unlock the value of assets like real estate and what you call non-marketable assets. So tokenization is another thing. So you can create a center of excellence at Alagappa University and then bring stakeholders like all these trainers, then companies which are dealing with blockchain and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and also have companies like startups do incubation in your thing, and then also fund various conferences and lectures like this.
Professor, we will discuss with the administration.
Yes, please, please.
Professor, we will discuss with the administration.
Yes, yes, please. Thanks.
It's a good initiative.
Yeah, I got it. And this is an opportunity for the universities, whoever is attending here. And if you ping me, I will send you a document which is called Business Blockchain Center of Excellence. I built some time back, and I can help build a Center of Excellence anywhere in the country.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. We will proceed.
So let me see how many responses I've got. I've got 3 responses now. So averaging about 16.25. It looks like the interesting thing. Yesterday the average was about 13.5. Out of the 4 responses, it's about 16.25. Yep. So keep logging in your things, and I will definitely close this page by 11:45, ladies and gentlemen. If you need more, let me know. I'll extend it till 12. Otherwise, I will close it at 11:45. Dr. Muthuswamy, I'm done.
Yes, sir.
I finished my.
You have asked Central to do inaugural letter. Then we how to do be very cautious in doing things, man.
It's finished.
He
Sir,
was
it's finished.
because of
They're getting feedback from the participants.
he was cut and he was being pulled up. Sir.
Okay. There's the PowerPoint and he will share the presentation to you guys, and you will have my contact details there. And I think thanks a lot, Swami, Dr. Prasad, and Raghu Negi. And these are my contacts. Please join me in the Facebook, the blockchain network, and also in the Twitter. We will keep the journey going.
Definitely, sir.
Looks like the session was interesting, and almost like it is 16.27 score on an average. And I'll just share some feedback. About 90% feel that they got benefit from the Bitcoin. Then the blockchain about 84%, and 92% will recommend this course. So that's about it. And some feedback. Thank you. Interesting. Nothing. It was excellent. Nice session. Nothing much. The modules are scheduled well. Nothing excellent. To include more practical sessions, program structure is okay. This is the feedback. And course structure and how to be industry in blockchain. Excellent question and answer session introduced after each session. That's a good suggestion. All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Mustafa.
Thank you very much. Sir.
Yeah,
sir, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you very much. You have a nice session here on, and all the best to all of the professors and participants. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. I would like to invite our department PhD scholar, Mr. Nagarajan, sir, to propose vote of thanks for you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kalidas.
Thank you.
I do deem it as my
Sir, you are not audible, sir. You are muted.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Sir, you're not audible.
Thank you, Mr. Kalidas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you're audible.
Thank you, Mr. Kalidas. I do deem it as an honor in having the opportunity to thank this gathering. At the outset, I express my deep sense of gratitude to Mr. Praveen for having enlightened us on this topic at hand. Sir, you are indeed a blockchain monk, as you have accumulated a distilled knowledge in this domain, and at the same time, you are so eloquent in disseminating the same as well. May this be the beginning of our lasting relationship. I sincerely thank you, sir, for sparing your precious time. Pleasure listening to you. I do thank the head of department, faculty members, and research scholars of international business and other departments of the university as well. Above all, I thank the enthusiastic participants for their active participation and support. I thank one and all. Thank you. And over to you, Mr. Kalidas. Thank you.
So Dr. Muthuswamy really pushed me. He called me many times, and it is credit to him that he chased me so much to get on, and a very humble person. And I must say, you have a nice leader who knows to put the best people on the table. And thanks a lot, Dr. Muthuswamy. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Next session will start.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But dear participants, after 15 minutes break, we will move to the next session.
Sir. சரி
வாங்கி கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணியாச்சு. நம்ம பக்கம் வாங்கி மாட்டியாச்சு. கீழே ஒரு கம்ப்ளீட் மட்டும் சைன் பண்ணணும்.
சரி, இந்த இதெல்லாம் இந்த ஏசியெல்லாம் என்ன வந்துருச்சா இல்லையா, நேரடியாக விசிட்ட பார்த்தா சொல்லணுமா?
நீங்க சொல்லிருங்க சார். சொல்லிருங்க. நம்ம ஏசி இல்லாமல் சார் வந்து ரிமார்க்ஸ் முன்னாடி ஈடிஎம் ஏஸ்டிங் எடுத்து மாட்டிக்கிட்டு அவங்க பார்த்துட்டு ஏஸ்டிங் இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. நான் வந்து பார்த்துட்டு மறுபடியும் சொல்றேன், அந்த பையன் ஆங்கிருக்காங்க. அது சுத்தி சுத்தி அவன் தான் சார் போகுது. இன்னைக்கு நான் பார்த்து கேட்டேன், இந்த வறண்டு போனா பண்ணுங்க சார்.
சீல போட்டு சரி. இப்ப அந்த நமக்கு கீதாட்ட கொடுத்து எனக்கு இந்த பிஹெச்டி கைட்ஷிப் ரிஜிஸ்டர் நம்பர் வேணும் சார் கேட்டாரு சொல்லி வாங்கிக்கோங்க.